Here is part 2 of She Wants a Religious Man. And in this one, I'm going to get further into the meat of it, and I'm going to make it very simple and pretty much get off of the subject the little bitty time that I have. All right. Rule number 1 that we have to understand is men and women look at life differently. We have a different development plan, and we have a different mindset of reality. And the trick about a relationship, or wherever you are, whether it is organizational, whether it is by a corporate building, a job, or even in teamwork, if you are all in a town or a village, it will still be the same. Someone has to be the submissive. Someone have to be the leader. Submissive doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that you are passive. It doesn't mean that you are less than the leader. All right. That means that you are just backing down from the position of leading, because the leader may be more capable of leading or taking that relationship to the next level, or the situation to the next level. You got it? Can you both lead each other? It's possible, but you're going to have to collaborate. That's what I always say, companion. You got it? A companion, where you are adjusting your lens together. But still, even in that, life is not going to be neutral where both of you are leading each other. There's going to be a point where someone's going to have to take the lead in that situation. Someone's going to have to be the logical thinker. Someone is going to have to use their brain in order to get you to the next stage. The fact is, both of you can't be submissive. The man and the woman cannot be submissive towards the environment. Not just your relationship is one thing. Whatever y'all decide to do in the closet of your home is your business. Whatever toys you use, that's between you and her. All right, that's y'all business. But when y'all are dealing with the outside world, still, when y'all are together as a team, it is both of you to deal with the outside world, the environment, the world, the nations. So therefore, someone has to break the shell of the lies, the deception. Someone's going to have to be smart enough to protect your relationship. Both of you are not, on a general basis, going to be open-minded towards the snares of the environment. There'll be some things in your experience or in your subconsciousness that you may have overlooked in the past, that you're not able to see what's currently going on. So the next person or your companion might have the ability to do so, or the logic to do so, which is generally the man. So therefore, you have a leading, you have a supporting system, and you have a proper function. However, the problem is this. If both of you are submissive to the outside world and you never question it, you don't think about the snares, you don't concentrate on the indoctrinated program, and you both just go along with the program, then your relationship is going to be destroyed by default. So when you this person and you want your companion to be religious and go along with the program and never question it, never think for themselves, never do the research nor read between the lines, and you don't do it yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for a fall that will inevitably come, because you got to break that shell of what's going on to you as a relationship, what's going on to you and your family that you're bringing into the world. We have enough people who is living blind. We have enough people who are misguided when they bring children into the world. We have enough people who don't even know themselves. They don't even know who they are in their own gender or their own phylum, their own blood, their own DNA. They don't even know their own health levels. They don't even know how to heal themselves of any correlation situation, any bad situation. They always need somebody to tell them who they are. A child, just a grown child, always needing everybody else to provide for them. So when you have this sort of mutated thought pattern, you're no good to your relationship and you're no good to the environment. But yet, because the program says you can, and because the door is open for you to donkey dunk most times, because the door is open for you to bring a child into the world just like you. And just because the pastor said, just because someone else said, just because it was said by the society and not by your own research and the knowledge of yourself, you have another catastrophe. And then you want to bring religion into it. Religion have nothing to do with it. It's spirituality, sweetheart. Spirituality, sweetheart. Spirituality and religion are two different dimensions altogether. Spirituality is a internal relationship that is not based on your indoctrinated levels or programming. Religious is going through a programming and an indoctrination. So you want your man to be programmed? Wait a minute. You want your leader, you want your helper, you want this guy who's supposed to be the one to open up the doors of success or protection, of kindness. This dude that's supposed to be the Indian chief of your town and your country. You want this guy to be so weak, well, he just go along with any programs that is insufficient for you and your development and bring that into your relationship. You want this guy not to think for himself. That's illogical. As a matter of fact, this is another unrealistic expectation that most women want for their boyfriend or their husbands. This is another unrealistic idea, not facts, of what you feel is going to be successful for your relationship. Because you feel it's going to be successful, so you do it. When it has nothing to do with your future parents, and have nothing to do with the fact that this is actually a good or a decent man. It have nothing to do with what's going to happen when you are 40, 50, 60 years old. It has nothing to do with him being able to provide you with a house, a home, and with, well, you can say with love, if you are able to produce that, if you're able to get that far. It's another unnecessary, profile requirement from senseless, illogical thinking. No different than saying, well, I want him to be 6 feet tall. I want him to make $6 million a year. I want him to drive a car that has 600 horsepower. I want him to be able to do this. I want him to have a six pack. I want him blah, 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 blah. He's going to have to be religious. He's going to have to be a man who fears God. But whoa, horsey. Hold on. Whoa, black stallion. Hold on. Whoa. Heel. What about when men have expectations and tell you what we want? Do we get it? Survey says no. That's how the blue pill beta gets married. That's why he gets a pat on the head. This is why he has no idea that this girl's been donkey dunking with several guys in the middle of the relationship and marriage, and met me a couple of times across her ways or across her path. And he's like, I do. Standing there in front of the preacher with the dress on. I do. Do you love this woman to have to hold to death? I do. Then everybody in the church throws him a flower and a couple of pink bouquets because that's what he is. I'll be the first one to put up my real big finger and said, I don't. Absolutely not. Did I get served yet? No. Then absolutely not. Where's my requirements? What about if I give you my dating profile and tell you what I want? Would it be fulfilled? Nope. But you know what? My profiles are logical, not emotional. It's not based on saying, I want you to be this certain way. You got to be so tall. You got to be so high. The plutonic, the vanity vision of the person. Everything we talk about is the visual. Did you know that religion is visual? Did you know that's the outside shell of an individual because it's your programming? It's your indoctrinated mind. Spirituality, it's almost like the interpersonality of yourself. It's almost like getting a chance to know. It's almost like somebody said this, and it makes sense. I don't stand by it, but just for example, here in this academy, this study, someone said there's a difference when having a relationship with God. You have to have a personal relationship with God. There's a personal relationship with God, and there's a relationship with God that others want you to have, what the pastor is telling you to have. The relationship that the pastor is telling you to have, or the book, the programming, your religions want you to have, that's an outside plutonic, what do you call that? Surface level, shallow water, programmed, indoctrinated idea. Or I like to say idealism. That's what it is. That's that part of it, which gets you nowhere. That's when you're talking about, I want him to be religious. I want him to be God-fearing. I want him to be 6 feet tall. I want him to have 6 figures a year. That's that stuff. That's that dumb mentality for children. Spirituality means you got to know this man for himself. You got to know that what he is and his quality within his skin, not what he can provide, what he is as a man, his personality, his energy, his life. Who is he as Dave? What is Dave all about? What does he love? What does he enjoy? What's his fears? What's his struggles? What is his desire out of life? That's what matters in a relationship. And that's what keeps it going. That's what it's all about. Not being religious. Religious have nothing to do with it. You can't sit here and say, oh, I want a good man, a man who's going to lead me and protect me, but he's as blue pill as the sky is clear. You're going to sit here and be indoctrinated and never question it. So you want this guy to be a living puppet. You know what I think? The answer is yes. So you can run all over him. So you can run all over every other type of guy. Get on your rodeo bullhorn and enjoy yourself while you with him at the same time, because he'll never question you, and he will always be this blue pill do-gooder who you can always come home to, because he's never going to question you and your actions and never even know what you're doing. You can lie to him and say, oh, I was out there working out with Morpheus. My hair is all over the place. I can barely walk. I'm sorry. He worked my legs out so much. I'm bow-legged for a week and a half, but bear with me, honey. He's a good trainer. But you want this guy to be standing there like, oh, okay. Well, when's the next time you're going to meet him again? Oh, it's going to be a while because he worked me out. Probably next month because I can only handle it 1 month at a time. Boy, that's a wild bull. So you want him to be mindless so you can do that. And guess what? There's plenty of them that do, okay. She's go, okay, dummy. I'll do it. And they'll put a ring on that finger. And guess what? 15 years later, where are they? What happened to Dave and Mrs. Dave? Oh, they got a divorce. They wasn't compatible for each other. Well, gee, Einstein, I wonder why. I wonder why. God, didn't she say that she wanted a spiritual man? Dave was pretty decent, wasn't he? I thought he was a minister. I thought he had like the crucifix around his throat and everything. He was praying every morning. And he prayed for the safety of his children. How did this happen? She seemed like she was a very good girl. But in the closets, no. The nun suit came off. The nun suit came off. She's like, let's get down and rough with it. Because Dave was a blue pill, go along, get along, indoctrinated peon, automaton that she wanted you to be. Absolutely not. So, therefore, you want, by interpretation, or you want the red pill on women talking about, oh, I want my man to be religious. Okay. So when I hear this, what I receive is I want my man to be programmed. I want a programmed soldier where he's just wind up dude with no feelings, no idea for himself, can't speak for himself, go along with what everybody else say. And that's just about it, sir. These dudes make good husbands. I'm going to be honest with you. These guys make really good husbands. They will be there. I've seen them. I got several friends that are like that. They go to work, they come home, they go to work, they come home, they go to work, they come home. He's always there. He'll cook. Really nice dude, right? Take care of the kids. Humglum. Dobie Goby. Nothing special, spectacular. Right? But it won't be good enough. Not enough spark there. Not enough excitement. Men have to be spontaneous. Real men are, see the thing, I'm not going to say real men on this one. Sometimes real men are just deceived. Okay. Men don't have enough red pill and they don't have enough answers to comprehend this. Okay. But the whole idea is to be unpredictable. Every day is not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. We're always going to do something different. It's not going to be that way. It ain't going to be that slow. It ain't going to be that fast. It ain't going to be that hard. It's going to be different. Never know what's coming from. Like, dang, what the hell is it going to do now? Oh, you don't know. Don't worry about it. What we're going to do this weekend? Well, I'll let you know when we come across that bridge. Dang, we've been together for 15 years and I still don't know what he's going to do. Nope. And you ain't going to know what I'm going to do today either. An hour from now. What is he like? Dang, I don't even know what he likes. He likes everything. I can't pinpoint this guy. I can't get him. No, you can't. No, you can't, because I don't go along with the program. Remember when Paperboy with the newspaper, he would always, years ago, they used to always roll up the morning paper and they'd throw it at your house. Sometimes it'd hit your window or your front doorstep. And it'd be in a plastic bag. And sometimes they'll say that. It says your morning news, sir. And they take the newspaper and throw it. You can hear it hit your front door. Boom. And you're like, okay, the newspaper's in front of the door. To be spontaneous and be unpredictable is not to be programmed. Not to allow yourself to be a sheep where your hair is going to be cut off. Because the moment she get her claws in you, men, the moment she's like, yes, I got me a religious, sensitive, go along good duder, you're finished. You're done. Because the excitement level is going to disappear one way or the other, because you're not the other guys who was with her before she met you. You're not the high school sweetheart. You're not the college sweetheart. You're not the guy who's been tearing it up in the closet. You're not the guy who's been taking care of that in the restaurant. You know, you're not the guy who's making pancakes with her in the kitchen on the kitchen counter. It's not you. And if you try to do it all over again, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, it's Dave. Don't try to do it now. Yeah, whatever. Be done. Go. We got to go to work. Hurry up. This is what we do. I'm bored. I need something different. Leave. Sort of idea. But if you start off with hot, good game, which you don't, because you want to line up to the program and put a ring on it and say, yeah, I'm a religious guy, beta. Okay. So you start yourself being off gray and boring. That's one good asset about me that I get a lot from the girls who say they regret leaving me. They'll say, nobody is as fun as you. That's what I get a lot. And then when I ask them why? Why are you, why did you leave then? Well, I was under pressure, but I was stupid. Dang, but you were so fun. Everybody loved you. I just kept like, nah, you lost. And then guess what? They turn crazy after that because they realize how bad they messed up. They start reminiscing all the trips, me taking them everywhere, spontaneous, don't know where the hell I'm coming from. Like, this dude is like, One day she'll think, oh, you like your coffee this way. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? That type of coffee? No, I need this type of coffee. But babe, nah. I like my coffee black. Why are you putting that white stuff in it? What's this? You be like, what? I thought you like, nope. You said you like seafood on Thursday. I said, I never said seafood on Thursday. I said, I feel like seafood on this Thursday. Then she'd be like, what? That's not what you said the last time. I said, well, that's what I'm saying today. I can't deal with you. And then she's chaotic. She's pulling her hair out. Like, this guy is driving me crazy, but I like it. She'll never know what angle I'm coming from. One day I'm on the left side, smoochy. Next time on the right side, fist bumping. Hey, what's up? What's going on with you, bro? Dang, what are you talking about, babe? No, All right, I got things to do. Dang, what do you mean? Where you going, baby? Oh, I'll be back. You better tell me where you going. I'll be back. I ain't gonna tell you. I'll be back. And then she's telling her girlfriend, dang, I can't get enough of Morpheus. Morpheus is I can't stand him. He's such a jerk. He's just I don't understand him. One day he's doing this and he just drives me crazy. But yet, when it's one-on-one, it's I am over the hills for you. And if you ever leave me, I'm going to, y'all can fill in the blanks after that. All right. Go ahead and use your imagination. Whatever you're thinking, it was that. Okay. Yes, it was that and that too. I hear what you're thinking. Yes, absolutely that too. Okay. Because of the very fact of spontaneous positive chaos, not you lining up to be the next automaton where she and the world can just put a little spinner in your back, twist you up and push you along. That's not being a man. That's being a peon and a weak beta. There's no weak betas over here in this academy. You want to be a beta, do that on somebody else's channel. We're men over here. Take your sorry story and your emotions and you can sell it somewhere else. We don't buy that over here. That's the difference between being a religious man and a man of facts and vision. Therefore, if she say, well, I want a man who's religious, you better think twice about it because it's not going to stop there. I want a man who can do this. I want a man who's like this. He has to be this way and he's going to have to be that way. There's no logic behind being a religious man. There's no logic behind it. If that's the case, everything else, according to your marriage, would have been logical and your divorce rate would be at its all-time low. But in fact, it's at its all-time high. And if it ever gets low, it's because of those relationships that these couples hate each other and they wish they never got married. So they have no choice but to stay in the hell that they have created. And no prayer is going to get them out of it. You dig? Like, share, and subscribe. You're speaking to Leon C, aka Morpheus, in your academy. Yes, your academy of Wildmen. Let us continue to excel together.